Oh my God.
And they'll be like, oh my God, she touched my butt.
Are you ever in public and see something and then think you're hallucinating because it's so weird?
I sometimes at night, Kenny will fall asleep early and I'll be on YouTube and watch freaky videos like Mothman and all these weird things. And I swear there was like an alien bird, crow, Mothman, miniature Mothman thing at the top of a tree.
When you go to a restaurant, do you sit next to or across from Kenny?
I'm going to judge you so hard if you sit next to your spouse. A, are you in high school? Because I think B, my neck's gonna hurt at the end of the night because I'm facing in one direction or the other. I hate that. And I hate that. Thirdly, I think it's some weird shit going on under the table. Like, are you guys wanting to hold hands? Like, do you have like commitment or abandonment issues that you feel? I'm 1000% judging anyone that I ever see sit next to each other. I'm sorry.
So happy the tables have turned.
No, do you guys sit next to each other?
All the time. And I'm thinking to myself, is this worth $1? Does the social pressure not cost more than $1?
Every time I go through the drive-thru and I'm the one having to order, I make a complete ass out of myself. Even if it's a place I've been to so many times, I know my order in and out. Because when I get up there, I get nervous and then I say the wrong thing.
Why do we have the expectation that our husbands would love every single thing that we do? Well, do you have that expectation? Like, did that exist somewhere in the back of your mind from life?
I think so, for sure. I think because you grow up, there is a potential fraction that my one annoying thing that bothers him could destroy our whole relationship, and like he's not gonna love me anymore. I don't know. I think it's definitely I don't know if it's a self-conscious thing or
It's cute.
dude, I think definitely movies and TV shows have set wrong expectations on how we view stuff like that.
Gonna be like quirky and weird and annoying, and he's gonna be like, ha ha ha, that's so endearing.
Yeah.
It's true. That's probably of more value than them loving everything, is like not loving everything and then still clocking in every day. Yeah, so some of these are things I think actually make him irritated.
I should have just asked him, but I don't want to get butthurt. If I have to burp, it has to come out, and sometimes I have no control, and I know it bugs him so much. When I can move around a little easier, well, honestly, it's hard now too, because I'll use him for leverage to like get up, or if like we're cuddling, I'm like really, not paying attention to the weight that I'm putting on and my elbows or my legs or anything, and he told me the other day, he said, if I did this to you, you would be like crying in pain because you're like, oh, you're too heavy.
I've seen you do it before, which is so funny. Like when I've been over there and he'll be like rounding the couch and about to sit down, and you're like, oh, while you're over there, can you go get this for me? And it's like he's not over there at all. And the best part, the time that I saw it, is like you knew you were being ridiculous and he knew you were being ridiculous. So he just kind of like chuckled.
Yeah. And he's like, why are you in the bathroom for so long? I'm like, there's a lot of stuff to do. And it's funny because...
Okay, I have written down a list. I've been compiling these for a while. I'm going to start off with his absolute least favorite, which are all the names that I call him. And then I sometimes call him Bert, Bebops, Popple. Popple has changed into Poppy. And I've been listening to a lot of Bad Bunny, so I'll call him that all the time. I also have names for like body parts that he doesn't appreciate. I don't know that I necessarily need to share them on here, but like none of them are like masculine and fierce. They're all like probably actually bothers him, but I'm sure he laughs about secretly, is my trash compacting. And we were just sitting there eating, and I thought it was so funny, and I leaned over and I was like, I am gonna poop weird tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Oh, for sure. My taste in music, especially when I've been drinking. Or like, you know how guys are always just adjusting their pants, especially when it's like the South and it's 1,000 degrees outside. I'll be like, well, how did you even fit that in your
Oh my God.
And then I'll try to do like my one thing I remember from from use of force and probation with like a gable grip because it's like way harder to pull against your two hands than if you were just like holding your own wrist. So I'll do that and then try to trap him. Ooh,
Oh my gosh. So the consensus is we're both annoying to our husbands, but bless their souls, they love us because we can't be perfect.
I'm glad I realized that it's unrealistic for me to think someone loves every ounce of everything that I do, and I've let that go.
I'll get real close and stuff with my right foot, and like I'm basically spooning him as we're walking, and he's like, "What are you doing?" But I'm like, it's so fun to try to match your steps and just be as close as humanly possible. 1000%. And he's also way nicer and kinder and more patient, and yeah, he's my better half in my circumstance.
I think I said fuck once or twice instead of like 10 or 15 times.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I got one in just so I could mark it explicit.